Every 2 years, the red planet comes close to our Earth. During this time, it is worth aiming your telescope at the bright red spot in the sky. If you look through a telescope during the opposition, you can see a small disk, even with amateur equipment. On clear nights, videos of our red neighbor can be recorded using digital technology. This image was created through a process called lucky imaging, using the best frames from a video. The northern polar region and the formation called Syrtis Major are clearly visible. The Hellas plain in the south can also be located.
Syrtis Major Planum was discovered and documented by the Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens in 1659. It was Huygens who, through repeated observations of this surface feature, determined the rotation period of the red planet, which is 24 hours and 39 minutes. Longer observations showed that the red planet also has seasons that last longer than on Earth. The reason for this is that Mars is further away from the Sun and takes 687 days to orbit. Seasonal changes in surface brightness and shape quickly led to the assumption that Syrtis Major Planum could be an area of vegetation or a body of water.
To increase the focal length of the telescope, we used Barlow lenses. This way, you can significantly increase the magnification capacity of the telescope without having to use an eyepiece. In this way, we found we achieved better quality images.
Before the invention of photography, Mars was explored visually, using telescopes. The director of the Milan Observatory, Giovanni Schiaparelli, made an extraordinary discovery in 1877. He believed he saw fine lines connecting the large dark spots that can be seen on the surface of Mars. He called these lines canali. However, the word canali can be used in Italian to refer to both natural bodies of water and artificial waterways. But, when translated from Italian into English, it became canals rather than channels. This is how the myth of the Martian canals came about. People were convinced that these canals must have been built by an advanced civilization. More and more astronomers looked up to the planet Mars in the hope of being able to observe Martian canals as well.
For anyone who would like to get involved in astrophotography, but does not have the money for expensive equipment, there is an inexpensive option. These images of the red planet from 2020 were taken with a simple compact camera in combination with a classic refractor telescope, which can also be purchased in department stores. For this method, you can use ordinary compact cameras with a built-in optical zoom. To connect the camera to the telescope, you use a special adapter like this one. With a little manual skill, you can mount the camera in such a way that it is easier to handle the refractor. By using the camera's optical zoom in conjunction with an eyepiece, excellent magnification can be achieved. Another option is to use the camera of a mobile phone. There are also special adapters that allow you to attach your mobile phone to the eyepiece of the telescope. The disadvantage of a mobile phone is that they do not have an optical zoom, but usually only a digital one. Therefore, it is advisable to use a powerful telescope if you want to photograph or film planets.
Mars is the only planet in the solar system whose surface features can be observed with amateur telescopes. Since the invention of the telescope, astronomers have been exploring the red neighbor and discovered that the planet had seasons, a 24-hour day, and that surface features seemed to change over the course of the seasons. It was also discovered that the red planet had an atmosphere. In 1877, 2 small moons were observed, named Phobos and Deimos. Thanks to modern photo and film technology, it is now possible for anyone to explore the celestial bodies in the sky for themselves. What was once only possible for large observatories and scholars is now accessible to anyone who is interested in the universe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video.